Hello and welcome to the Bourbon Bear. Our Bears currently at 2-1, coming against the New York Giants at noon kickoff today. First and foremost, shout out to Cameron Korab. That was a great wedding. Congratulations, man. Appreciate the new merchandise we have for the Bourbon Bear. And wish you all the best. But turning it to the Bears, Bondo, how are we feeling today?
Well, first off, you screwed up. You got the sign in the back too. I mean, you not only had the Bear shirt, you got the.
We got a little neon lighting. We got Cowboy Bondo on the show today. This is just great. This might be the new mantra.
I'm the big hombre because my picks are so good that I had to wear my cowboy hat today.
So we're going to kick it off by saying, though, we are a little bit late on the show. We missed last week, but Bondo did go 4-0 last week by his own accord. We're not sure how accurate that is, but we're going to count for the overall record turning into today. So, Bondo, first and foremost, you have the Bears, the Meadowlands. Going to be a sloppy game. Right now, Cairo Santos is out for personal reasons, so we're going to have a new kicker out there. What are you thinking today?
Well, I think Cairo's was at Cameron's wedding last night, and he probably got too drunk and can't make the game today. But the kid they brought in, he's good. The name escapes me now, but he kicked for the Colts last year. He's a decent. There's no mistake about it. They'll be fine in the kicking game.
So turning it on to the offense and defense side of the ball, though. So Jalen Johnson out again. So we're going to be light in the secondary. The Giants themselves, though, not a very good statistical defense. Their offensive line, also doesn't protect Daniel Jones very well. What do you think the defense is going to turn up today? We're talking interceptions. Or are we talking it's going to be a bunch of sacks? What do you got?
Well, what I have in the game is this. It's simple. Jones can run. And if they can contain him, that means the linebackers got to stay in their lanes. They're going to stop. Now, Barkley, it's a 1-2 punch with Jones running. And, Jones throwing, he doesn't have time back there, as evident of the game last week. But you have to look and contain his running ability. Yeah, Barkley's going to get his yards. But if you can not contain him, as the Cowboys did in the second half last week, I think the Bears have a great shot.
I was going to say, I think the defense itself, Robert Quinn, I could see this being a very good pickup game for him. I think he has 2 sacks on the day. I do think the defense gets 2 turnovers with the sloppy conditions. Again, the Bears have shown, especially with their young talent, they go for the peanut punch. They've been forcing fumbles. They've been making picks. Secondary, again, I know Gordon's doing a little not what we thought he'd be, but Pritzker's out there making plays. Eddie Jackson seems back in form. I think this game is going to be a very big defensive day for them. What do you think, though, when it comes down to what all that matters, the score of the game, though?
Well, the score of the game, again, with the hurricane coming up the coast, you saw the Northwestern Penn State game. Philly's going to have major rain. I think it's going to come up eventually, probably in the second quarter, according to my weatherman that I'm pretty close with. He says that game's going to start getting sloppy. In the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, and I'm going to go contrary to what you're thinking. I think the Bears and under is the play. It's going to be a run fest, and I think whoever gets the most yards through the running game. Although I think they're going to let Fields throw the ball too, because they got to let him go.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you there in the sense that I think this game is going to have a lot more Fields than people think. I know everyone's saying right now they're just going to run the ball the entire time, but we do need to see something out of Fields. And against the Giants defense that isn't that great, this is another chance you have to show the people. And again, after 3 games, everyone's underwhelmed with what Fields has done. The offensive scheme as a whole doesn't seem to be fitting him. I think they do correct that today. I think you're going to see a lot more play action. I think you're going to see him obviously use his legs a lot more, but we're going to see Equidemius St. Brown. We're going to see Mooney get some receptions today. I really do believe that. But when it comes down the line right now, the Bears currently are 3.5 to 4, getting the points, obviously. I think the Bears is a safe play here. I think it was PFF's grade was a 60% chance the Giants win the game outright. But if you're getting the 4, I think that's a no-brainer. I'm personally on the Bears' money line. I like them by 7 in the game. I think it is going to be low scoring, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be, something kind of happens and it becomes a high-scoring affair. So not touching the over-under. If I had to do it, I would take the under, but I'm not going to touch it. That being said, though, Bondo, a lot of action around the NFL today. What else do we like?
Well, I want to give a shout-out to my boy Murph. He never gives me the credit when credit's due, but I got a couple hot picks. First off, again, small amount on the Bears, but still take the Bears. I like the under in the Bears game. Here's one of my 2 stars. I like Baltimore I'm wearing the powder blue today for the Bears and the Detroit Lions. They will destroy Seattle. That coach knows what's going on.
So stopping there, you do like Detroit today. You do know that I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is either questionable or out, as well as DeAndre Swift. You still like the Lions in that one?
Well, I think Swift is playing. I mean, my source is not the weatherman, but he gave me a thumbs up on Swift, and I think that's key to Detroit. I mean, he's averaging 8 yards a run. Mm-hmm. That's incredible. I mean,
their ground attack has been good. I'll give them that.
And they should have won last week, which was a joke. But here's another 2-star. I think the final score will be 7-5 in the Pittsburgh Jet game.
7-5. Bet that under, boys.
I'm even giving predictions and score there, but that could be the dry paint day of the week. I mean, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch that game. But here's another solid pick in my opinion. I like Dallas.
He's wearing the hat, people. That Dallas pick is a lock. He's wearing the cowboy hat.
I mean, come on, guys. Really? I mean, it's like and then another 5-star here is Green Bay. I know it's hard, but over New England. I mean, Hoyer's starting, and I think Cam's got a better arm. And he's hung over from his wedding, and I think he can throw the ball better than Hoyer. But
so you like the 10.5 there, though. The line may have jumped a little bit, but that's a lot of points.
It doesn't matter. I mean, Green Bay's defensively. Hoyer. You bet these. Bet these quarterbacks who have been in the league. More than my '68 Firebird. But I think we look pretty good today. I think the Bears are gonna go to 3-1, and it's the name of the podcast, right?
The Bourbon Bear.
The Bourbon Bear. So you got to go with the Bears. I got the Blue. I got the Cowboys. I got the Detroit. And you guys can thank me later. And if you want to thank me, just send a check to 1608 North Chicago Avenue.
So turning it on, the one last question for you. So obviously the Bears play today. This could be a game where we come in after the game and being 3-1. On the season, do you have any confidence in this team, or what are your overall thoughts on the season past this game?
Well, next week I believe they got the Vikings, right?
I think they do. Yeah,
the Vikings.
Commanders on Thursday Night Football the week after.
Yeah, and again, goes back to the first podcast I came on. When you think the Bears are going to do bad, they do well. And when the Bears are supposed to be good, they do lousy. So, that's a trend that's been going on for, 30, 40 years here. So, but I like the coach. I like the GM. I like the talent they have. It seems like they, I think Fields will get mature better. But, we got to go with the Bears.
All right, I like it. So we're both on the Bears, people. Bear down, my friends. Hopefully we get a W coming out. We'll have some thoughts on the season coming out later today. Sorry I've been sloppy. But, hey, bear down. Cheers, Bourbon. Cheers, Bears. Congrats, Camo.
The Bears.
Bears.
Bears. Oh, wow.